Storm Spirit Remnant later on. Maybe
there's no
AoE
AoE stun, though. That's what I look at.
Yeah.
Okay, they're going to just make this Darkseer's life even worse.
Did another round of Maledict, another round of damage, another time that he's going to be down to half, while the aggression on both side lanes. Raven does manage to run down Respect there.
Timing is this Undying to really zone Raven, put him in the dumpster. Rough misplay there. As Mirage does get ganked.
He's going to die as well. Got met on the water rune.
That's what the Shadow Fiend does. Can't really stop him just raising out the wave.
Yeah.
Especially when he's dead, he goes to base, he gets full resources. What are you going to do about that?
Grappling Claw into the Earthshaker this time around. He's definitely dead. Corrupted doesn't even move. He's like, oh, this is great. I got to hit like 2 CS while you died. Thank you.
Space Crate was probably your best bet.
Yeah, like Fisher blocked the first round, grabbed the second wave. You had to make it messy, which is something that OG did in the bottom lane. They made this bottom lane as messy as possible, resulted in an early kill for them. Though here, the strength of the Undying does win out.
We say how fast, it could be really fast just because he's giga farming. So he can have it at a really nice timing here. As Corrupted, you are Maledicted, and you are done.
Yeah, it's just so unfair because you can't really go.
You really have to deny him the runes if you can. Nice little courier snipe too. Little something that the Shaker is doing in this game because he's not able to do a whole lot else. Might be dead. Okay, nice TP. Ooh, that is close. Fairy Fire.
Fairy Fire to stay alive, which maybe a tower advantage too at this rate because they're just going to run down the Earthshaker. Again, going back to, we talked about the Storm Spirit can make moves unimpeded. Well, they can dive towers with this trio, knowing that, oh, who's going to stop them? Yeah, true.
He has nothing. He just has absolutely no game. And this was my concern with this Dr. Kesling. Throwing 2 melee boys up there.
Good bait there. Kind of got Raven to use his TP.
Who's killing who here?
He was sitting on the side here. They will get him. It was a bit of a close call there for Respect, but ultimately, level 6 Darkseer goes down. That is really nice for those supports who obviously have had no game whatsoever. But while you're showing there, guess what's happening to Mirage? Same thing that's happening to every other lane. It's OG aggression pounding you into the dirt.
That's that top lane bleeding over into mid now.
Yep. My Undying is half my levels. I don't think we want to take a team fight, boys.
Well, one way to look at that is Undying's behind. The other is Sven giga chattering now.
Yeah. Requiem underneath the tier 2. Fisher landed a double raise to get the kill. A bit of an overextension there from Yopaj, baited in by the support Shaker. Very nicely played by HULIGANI. Still going to lose something, of course, because, well, that's just kind of the game it is. But it is a kill and a tombstone kill, so a lot of gold. And, oh, nice dodge there from Natsumi with the Raptor Dance. Going to force Corrupted to use just Stampede, or I guess he's just going to die.
Yeah, the tick out. This matchup's so bad.
Sitting underneath their tier 2s or grouped up.
Trying to go 14-minute Wisdom Shrine. Kill whoever's in the way with this amp damage storm.
Cut through the triangle, catch the Earthshaker, kill him.
Yeah. No one is surviving the damage out from Yopaj right now.
And with that threat, HULIGANI really can't do anything about the Wisdom.
It looks really tough to fight this. Even with a tombstone available, you just have to let it go.
Helmadom is finally done for the Centaur, so he can do something to slow down these pushes, grab the creep waves and such, but the Sven cannot afford to die, but die he will, as Yopaj does. Whoa, he didn't even choose to zip after him. I thought he was going to go for it.
That was a little awkward. No vacuum goes off. No follow-up jump on that Stampede usage. Okay.
Uh-oh. Raven, he's going to die to the triple raise. Ooh. Oh, OG are slipping up now. So, no Blink Dagger. Shiva's has been... I think Darkseer has probably benefited the most out of this Chasm Stone item. Saving some troubles. Fisher, turn around. OG, they're playing a little bit slow. They don't want to just get baited in by the Earthshaker like they did in the mid lane, but...
Don't know where that Requiem is.
Yeah, exactly. So, as soon as they're sure that the SF isn't baiting them out, they see if it catches OG unawares, reveal the Blink Dagger. a stack of heroes for the 18-minute power room, but it went bottom. And I think that is great for OG. Otherwise, Storm might have been caught in the top lane, but maybe they still catch the Storm. They do. A Blink Dagger stun into the Blink Requiem, and even a Fissure on top of it. It was a heavy commitment to get the kill on Yopaj, but to slow down those Galvanized stacks, pretty nice as long as they can get out. But this Sven is in some trouble. Cass maledicted. Now the Shiva's trying to catch up to him. They got him in the vacuum. That's going to pull him in, and that'll do enough damage. Ooh, the tombstone save.
He's got to stay in there for a long time, though.
Yeah, he's got to wait out the entirety of the Maledict, and OG feel like they can't commit. So he pops out, blinks away. Now Corrupted, well, no Stampede to save himself. He used it to buy out the Sven. And so he will die to the Maledict.
All right, poor Centaur.
And he loses.
Aegis, you have your Shiva's Darkseer. It's all online. You got to find something.
Deep behind the tier 2. Check these neutral camps. They're going to spot the Undying, which probably not what they expected.
Yeah, just save that Tombstone.
Yeah, no reason to pop it here.
You got the Ceaseless Dirge anyway. From Huligani, I think you had to get the map state in a better position or have some timing around an objective that was going to force OG into you. Without one of those, your best opportunity is to get a support. Might get Tim's here, yeah.
I think part of it was the fact that they had this deep mid ward that they were so certain they were going to get a pick off in this mid lane at some point.
For sure.
And they
nice queuing some up. Again, you have 5 blinks, a bunch of stun initiators. Just by hand, disc on a lot of people makes the team fight a lot more difficult. What is going on? Is someone going to do something or what?
Oh my. Still, though, the mobility of OG means Corrupted may still be in trouble. Vacuum back in during the Stampede, hit by stun, and yeah. He gets a nice Lotus to slow things down a second or two, but still will die. Meanwhile, he's still got Natsumi playing the other side of the map because he's got a BKB. He can do that. Gets a kill on the Earthshaker. Gets away. Not too far away. He just TP'd back to the tier 2 when they have vision of him right now. They know he uses BKB, and the Sven's going to go for it. Point blank Requiem got the kill.
Beautiful Observer wards.
Scam sees the opportunity for a big stun, but the BKB goes off from the Sven. Maledict is probably going to be the end of Respect. The BKB leads to the Sven TPing away.
The
Raj will do the same.
The double Nightfalls. Might see if ever end up with one.
Earthshaker. Healed himself off the Fissure. They're going to get the jump on the SF. That's a really good jump. He's dead already. Didn't get off the BKB. The Undying couldn't get off the Tombstone save, and they caught the 2 supports as well.
Beautiful. Great jump from them.
But is he going to recognize that? Right? Like, it's easy for us to be able to see these Aeon discs being queued up and being picked up, but he doesn't have as much of that information. He hasn't seen the Darkseer Aeon disc yet.
I think Huligani are aware of it. They have a nullifier queued on the Centaur. They had one queued on the SF earlier, which just indicates that they were discussing it, right?
Oh, team decisions on items, like
sure.
Recognize Fissure initiation. There goes the Aeon disc. They managed to Lotus Orb back the cask a little bit. There's the Tombstone save during the Maledict. Natsumi's in pretty deep. Oh, look at that crit. That was some big damage. When he comes back in, they're going to go for the Requiem right on top of Yopaj. Took so much damage to the Sven hit, and he's dead.
What?
They got Natsumi out of here, but Yopaj was the victim instead. And now Raven's going to die alongside of him. OG, it didn't work out at all the way they drew it up.
That was super strange. Yopaj BKB jumped in and then just got hit by Sven, and he's like, oh shit, I gotta get out of here. The combo missed on the Kez. He just walked out of it. They're gonna try and re-engage now. Very smart idea.
Kill the Sven. Okay, OG, boy. I mean, they may have slipped up a little bit there, but at least they make the read of Huligani.
So you kind of need this Centaur to stay alive.
That is really odd to me that it falls to him to be the nullifier buyer, especially since it's a great Axe game, right?
Yeah, it's always a good Axe game.
Pulling the Earthshaker. Goodbye. Respect is going to die right alongside him. They'll pick up the Tombstone kill. Yopaj being kited anyway.
It gives you a chance to man fight the Kez.
Okay.
That's the big deal here.
Yeah, I guess that's a necessity.
OG are really, they're just going to man up into this outpost potential buyback.
He's going to walk into it. He's got his Ceaseless Dirge, so he is willingly sacrificing his life, but they got an extra hero kill.
Oh, boy.
Corrupted on the high ground, can't get down. BKB TP away.
Got stunned.
Oh, they got the stun on him. Oh, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, he's gone. That's
He's going to go Scepter, try and help. Help, Corrupted says. But
20k now. They got the gem back. They have a really strong Aegis to play with here. Another Roche banner.
Raj trying to juke it, but they have the detection, and without the BKB usage, he will die and will not kill the Witch Doctor.
Does have buyback.
Trying to go for the banner, but immediately the trap laid out, but maybe it was a counter trap as Earthshaker jumped in as they jumped on the Sven. A quick kill on the Kez, and on the revive, he's going to be hit by the Requiem. 100-0 2 times in a row.
Does cost Mirage buyback. Oh.
They had the vision, but they did not expect the Blink Dagger to go the way they did. They had that deep ward. The Scam was playing around the gate, but all of a sudden the two supports on Huligani just jumped right into that gate to try and secure Tormentor. Found a Witch Doctor. Gonna go Krellas, which he's been thinking about all game long, understandably so, because he's been the victim of the Kez.
That could be a deadly illusion.
Trying to go for a stop
like this.
All-in initiation on it. They popped an all
the turnaround.
Combo. The blue hole from Yopaj catching 3. They can only save 1 with the Tombstone. Mirage puts out the Requiem. It's not going to be good enough. It's up to this fan to try and cleave down these heroes. He's hitting the Kez where he can. The Echo Slam on top. The Kez dies. The Satanic keeps him up. They hit the stone on the Yopaj. Yopaj, Aeon Disc was up, and he's able to get the zip away. Raven keeping this Fen at bay, who is an absolute monster right now.
Just nowhere to go.
Hide him around as best they can. Pull him in with Vacuum. They got him in the end. Respect puts himself in the Tombstone to try and hide it out and wait out this aggression, but OG have the place surrounded. In the end, with the buybacks committed by Huligani, OG will still have the advantage in numbers. A 4 versus 3 if they want to hit for high ground.
What a long smoke wrap from OG, trying to get a cheeky angle here.
Catching Undying without Ceaseless Dirge. That might just be a freebie here. Yule Scepter going for the blink, and he does manage to get it. Up to the high ground, so they keep the save alive. That is actually pretty crucial, especially when they have double Satanic. Still going after this Undying. Yopaj commits and gets the kill. With a grab onto Corrupted as well. Jump in for the Sen. Where's he going to? Oh, he got hit by the cask. Fails his initiation he was looking for on the God Strength. And
all would be to just Roche right now if you're Huligani.
Oh yeah, just force them into you.
Yeah, it's kind of an insane call. The rune bait.
Ate the power rune, got the haste rune. Sven in some trouble. Commits with the BKB. They want to all in this Sven while they can. Activates the Satanic, gets one swipe, trying to keep himself alive. Now it's the fight, not two. Can he win this fight? It's looking like he's going okay. Not he's down. Now the Antis procs. He pulls in Tim's. Tim's with the force stamp up to the high ground. Raven's now making a run for it. Denied by the Fisher though. And the SF on the other side. He's going to go down. Here comes the buyback though. Antis, or Nullifier placed onto this Sven. Doesn't have the same kind of heal he had before. He's going to start retreating. OG couldn't come in. It's going to be the SF dies. Natsumi does just enough damage to kill him before the TP completes a massive kill. Map control, but by the time you actually get the tier 5s, gets the Madstone for it. Raven thought there was an opening there, fishing for a potential vacuum. The Wind Waker is up on Respect, and they jumped in after the Wind Waker was on cooldown here, and he dies. In fact, the Centaur's dead as well. That's a dieback on the Centaur. The Ceaseless Dirge, it was a dieback on the Undying, but he had the Ceaseless Dirge up, so they do have him for this upcoming fight, but it was so easy for
creeps go in, get some vision, do the work for you.
In that case, who can be the front line? If it's not the Centaur and it's not the Undying, the 3-pack grab from Yopaj inside the base, the vacuum on 4 with the wall on top.
There's
they try and return with the Requiem turnaround. That wasn't too bad, but it's just the two of them left, and there's nothing left in the tank at this point. OG have so many lives. They just gave up in Aegis. That's it. They'll take the Megas.
Just in a world of pain. Still, if you're 1 and 2 alive, what can you really do with it, though?
See how powerful this Sven really is.
Look at Scam. He's just like, what are you going to do about me?
Yeah. They call the Witch Doctors. No chance of them winning. Now the SF goes down. He does have buyback. Fresh Scythe of Vice picked up for the Storm Spirit. Well, God Strength is back up. BKB still on cooldown, though. And Skep jumps in again. They go for Sven. Aeon Disc procs. They have no Nullifier because that's on the Centaur. The Sven is going to die under the assault of OG heroes. They finally overwhelm the Sven. They've been struggling to do so for quite some time, but now
Played very solid. Like, very few mistakes from that support duo this game, and I think Skem, he played really well. He absolutely butchered that top lane, had that clutch rotation mid on the SF.
Yep.
That it's easy to forget about that because this game went really long, but that decided a lot of that mid lane. I don't think you needed more scale, and I don't think you needed more amplification. You needed some early game presence. You needed some little extra damage off of some of the setup.
some clockwork, tree and protector, some like lane 5
Maybe even
position.
like Enchantress or something, but nice matchup against the Dying. I kind of like playing this.
I get that, but Sunstrike does land. That does lead to
Yeah.
Tim's dying. So first blood for respect.
Craft deals with is inevitability. Like, the later and later the game goes, they're just more and more favored, I think. So,
Nice seek around Skem.
see what happens with that.
Surprising the Drow Ranger with a tombstone drop behind the tower. Respect trying to do what he can to protect his Drow. It's not going to be good enough. The stomp cannot go off with the stuns being laid down. Maybe Skem dies for this one, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade at this rate. As Sunstrike, it comes through. Skem managed to dodge it, but he still falls and cannot get the kill on Respect. Tims and Raven do not stick around for it.
Mid, to be honest.
Yeah, had the water runes denied away from him, so a lot of the regen he's reliant on got taken.
They're here a little early for this 6-minute rune. Oh, point blank arrow.
They get a bramble on him. They'll get some damage. Force Tims to leap yet again. Raven dies to the solo kill. The Drow Ranger, who says, "You die alone. Die alone indeed," because no support was in lane.
So Drake!
Oh, we got him! Mirage!
Very nice. Off that ward. Beautiful.
A big pickup, though, the Centaur.
Yeah, what can you do?
Yeah, it did.
Number one here. They're doing just that.
And shut down the Ember Spirit, who
Oh, yeah.
is still not level 6. He's being zoned out of the experience.
That's bad news for you.
He's going to man up for it, though. He got low enough. Oh, and he jumps over the tornado, so keeps the Flame Guard alive. Is that going to be enough for the damage, the kill? Respect the slight. It got him.
Very nicely played from Yopaj. You're not going to get it out of the lane, and then how are you going to get it in the game? Just doesn't look that easy.
Tim's he going to try and sneak an arrow here? He will. Hits the Drow Ranger. They hit him with a Frog Stomp, pull him back in with a TP into the Dying. Yeah, Huligani just trying a bit too hard. Still, though, the Drow Ranger doing some serious damage. Now, Stampede comes out. Can he get away? They need one more hit. He goes to the deny of the neutrals, but it's the zombies that get the kill. Nice setup by OG.
Missed the chains. Missed the arrow.
I mean, the result of being such a low level from all the pressure out from Huligani, right? Tornado, Sunstrike lands alongside the stomp. Beautifully played by Huligani. Very, very low risk attempts on life here. Going to be in a position to block that.
He is up really far. You got
is. This is kind of crazy. Raven's going to cut across. They go for the Meteor on the mid lane, but Yopaj gets pulled right into the Invoker, right on top of the Flame Guard. They try and pot the Stampede. It's not good enough. It doesn't last long enough to get out of this mess that Huligani made. Corrupted really likes this Lotus Orb build.
This is a very aggressive rundown.
Got the arrow on the Dark Will. Has to turn around, just bramble, do some damage where he can. Gets a lot on Skem, but ultimately does die without claiming a kill.
We might Shadow, another nice initiation tool in this game. See what they can find here on this 60-minute power rune.
Do have a Sentry mid here. Maybe Respect dies for it, but the bigger bounty in Mirage might still be got. They got him on the arrow. Frog Stomp's all down. Petsilic pulls him in. The damage delivered by the Shadow Fiend. Respect on the run. Tries to dip into the corner here. Goes for a stomp, but the Slight finishes him off.
Really nice angle of attack there.
Yeah.
They send the Ember in the front. All the attention's on him. You're trying to tornado combo him.
Chains into arrow on Drow Ranger. A whole lot easier to execute that than the Invoker, but the carry of Huligani makes the read of the situation. Will not be caught like the Invoker. Leaves Sayush behind, perhaps, for the Congregations of the Deep. Miss Decay, still trying to catch up on Raven. Catchy Liquid finish him off, or a Decay.
Really no turnaround there. That's like on Corrupted. He gets to play Dota. He's about to do just that. What a target.
So sweet. If he can catch Natsumi, he does. Lands the Meteor on top of the stomp. Beautifully done by Huligani. And Corrupted has got to be feeling the best he's felt the entire series. He manages to kill Natsumi.
This is kind of an insane attempt if you actually commit for the contest. You need like an Aegis steal here or something.
Moonlight Shadow, I mean, they have a good position on Tombstone. Especially if they kill the Invoker right away. Pull him into the arrow. Tombstone inside the pin. And Roshan's blowing up that Huligani. They have to make a decision here and now. Do they finish up Roshan and grab the Aegis? They're going to try, but the Ember Spirit jumps in. They get the Aegis on the Drow Ranger, but what does it matter? You've lost the fight.
Dude, the positioning there was so good from OG. It's so questionable from HULIGANI.
Oh my god, he actually managed to Manta out of the pit. Not that it saves him, but that was kind of cool.
That should have been a way more difficult fight.
Make a Moonlight Shadow initiation, try and stop Sayush from getting off a Shadow Realm TP, but he had a sentry down. Can he make a TP to get out, though? Not looking likely. Right click after right click. High ground miss. Another miss? Nah.
Nobody misses that much. I need a replay of that. What even happened on that sequence?
What stopped the Requiem?
I feel like he just canceled it.
He thought the arrow stun wasn't going to last long enough?
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice stomp.
That is a beautiful stomp, and a follow-up stomp for the Centaur attempted. Frog Stomp keeps on stomping him. Meanwhile, Raven, he'll die for it at least. Tornado trying to stop the retreat from these OG heroes. A little bit too far out there. Force staff TP away from the Undying. One gets out. Now another two from OG. Yopaj and Tims, they get back to the tier 2. A reset from them. Not too much lost in
argument, right? If we're afraid to full send it by walking on top of Drow, then what is the alternative? You walk on top of the
Mirage here, missed the tornado. Slight chains on a respect. Yopaj commits with a BKB. Stampede trying to get these heroes out of here. Mirage, who got hit by an arrow, will BKB TP out and they'll leave respect behind.
He really wants his tier 2 mid, man.
Which is fairly standard stuff. The SF's building up a Daedalus just for some raw damage. It's the only thing you can't do. And Largo also needs to tank up and to catch the Undying. A bit out of sorts here. Get his ward too. Drow Ranger and Invoker kind of do more than them.
Need really good smoke and Moonlight Shadow angles to start it out. Like, that's what's going to win you a fight.
They found a brilliant one around the Roshan pit the first time, and now they might just get another one of the Drow again. Here comes the arrow. No BKB! What? Does not pop the BKB on the slight chain setup and gets heavily punished for it. And Earth Splitter laid down to try and get the Centaur out of here. Largo's almost dead. Largo is dead.
Okay. Nice stomp, too.
Corrupted stomp. He's got the gem. He wants to stay alive. The gem is going to be left. OG. Back. Yopaj might even get more. Hit him with a tornado. Here comes the meteor drop on him.
He's out of mana.
KB. Oh, he jumps away, but the burn, the hit. He's dead. Oh, dear. Ember Spirit. Is Ember Spirit the best Croaker Genius hero? I think he's up there.
Yeah,
right?
He's absolutely up there.
Already used the Shadow Realm, so Natsumi very easily right-clicks you down. Butterfly done for the Drow Ranger. So you just completed the big damage item on the SF, but to their own triangle, this could be nasty. This is the Aegis hero, does have the BKB.
They're going to walk into the Drow again!
Walk into the Drow Ranger for a third time. Forced out to get away from the arrow, but the arrow lands all the same! This time around, Skem held on to it. Another Force Staff, get a little bit more distance. He's not going to pop that BKB. He'll accept this death if it actually lands, but the Butterfly protecting him from the SF shots. BKB has to be used by Natsumi. Finally, they did finish off the Drow Ranger. The BKB on the next line. Gets off the BKB before the arrow does land. Turns the damage back on the Raven. No, spots Natsumi. That's a better target, but a Force Staff up to the high ground. Mirage, Force Staff with him. And now he's surrounded by too many heroes. All three cores corral him in and finish him off. Yule Scepter into a stomp onto Raven. With Snowy putting in the damage. They can kill these heroes. Yopaj doing what he can to clean up some smaller kills. Going after Mirage now, but the BKB late into this team fight from the Invokers, allowing him to survive. Corrupted with a stomp on Skem, and he's dead. Double kill from Snowy. Maybe a third on the horizon as Yopaj gets caught by yet another tornado, led into a final blow from Corrupted.
Game 2. Another Moonlight Shadow. Try and work some magic, but the high ground break is
too good. It's going to run into the Drow Ranger, kind of, but the defense is already there with the Brambles. They don't want to stumble into this high ground. Do not have vision of this area. Use the rest of the Moonlight Shadow to loop around, try and find a better angle. Yopaj does go for it. sends it with his BKB, but the Invoker's in a position to force them to all use their BKBs. Now, Raven is dead to Mirage. Now Skem's going to be in some trouble. HULIGANI, they have struck back beautifully here. They kited out OG's initial assaults, then returned fire off the Invoker and the Drow Ranger, killing some heroes, forcing the retreat out from OG. Natsumi has to use his Manta to get back to base.
When you're using Workhorse offensively, you know you're in a tiger on defense right now.
And at the same time, they're grinding through buildings. Only one left at this point till Megas. Hit the stomp on the Natsumi. Undying sitting here, waiting to go for the save. Going to be needed here. Catching Lick 1. Gets him inside the tombstone, but already so much damage has been done. The Invokers hits him with the tornado. Natsumi pops Satanic. Heals back up the full. Now taking the fight up against the Drow Ranger. He's going to win this fight. He starts backing away. Knowing that it's just the Aegis, does not want to overcommit, but at some point in time, push comes to shove, they can retreat no more far, as there is still this building that is going to go down, and Mega's going to be on its way. OG are going to have to deal with that for the rest of this game. Caught inside the brambles, Marana, he'll die. HULIGANI taking this and still pushing for more.
Still an Aegis for almost 2 minutes here.
Yeah, minute 45 left on that. Satanic about to come back up as well.
Still a refresher shard on Invoker too for double combo if you need it.
A tier 4 now following. HULIGANI just giving OG no rest whatsoever. Satanic to heal him back up to full and continue the assault. Just outside of the tier 4 is Natsumi. Nice Manta dodge. Gets away from the stomp there of Corrupted. Another tornado lands. And now there's no more buildings until the end of the game. It's just this Ancient. They can't go back any further. At some point in time, they got to push forward and try and take this fight up against the Drow Ranger, who's getting a little bit low, as is Mirage. There's that Aghanim Scepter from the Ember Spirit doing a lot of AoE damage. Threatens some heroes, but ultimately not enough.
No glyph available right now, too, by the way. If you want to just man up and try and throw it in.
Another stomp lands on Natsumi, but look how far away this Drow Ranger is assaulting the Ancient. OG, you can't play back.
Yeah, they're just trying to all in it right now.
They gotta go all in for the Drow Ranger at this point in time, and all in they will, but the cart goes out. Corrupted, they have to focus on the Centaur, but the throne dies all the same. They could not stop the Drow Ranger.
It's just not possible. Against certain lineups, sure. You know.
Playing the Centaur both times around, but had a much better time in game 2.
And I think they can be very strong in this game. There's not a lot to stop them doing what they want to do here. I think maybe they thought someone was going to be running top through that area to go to the lane. That was a possibility. But no cigar. They do get a camp block.
Ooh, what a bushwhack. That was like a vacuum, man. It just pulled him all the way back for first blood. He dropped the tombstone, but the tombstone's going to be dealt with here. That's some bonus gold, 125 gold on top of the 316.
How many denies can you get here? He's got a glyph hit, okay.
Pops the glyph, really trying to mess with Mirage here.
Also a glyph
but
for bottom.
He's going to take a lot of damage.
They're just shoving in the Drow. Undying dead again. Eidolon swarming. This lane is out of control.
Completely surrounded. No way out. This is the power of the Enigma. Get the early levels, get the Eidolons splitting, and
because Raven is just pushing in. They want to dive this. They want to massacre these heroes under the tower with the catapult, with Eidolons.
HULIGANI might even need a core hero with the Drow Ranger already being grabbed by the bushwhack. This is starting terribly. The tombstone's going to be dealt with. Raven's going to be low. They hit him with a blood grenade. Respect's not going to be able to finish him off, and he's going to be chased away. Skem keeping Raven healthy. See if they can get, got the bushwhack on him. Natsumi joins in on this fight. So it's not the cores of HULIGANI. It is an additional hero from OG.
Very nice execution in this Enigma lane. Exactly what you wanted with this pick.
And Yopaj cutting across from mid. He'll take out all 3 heroes that were sitting here.
That's going to be 4 plus a courier plus that tower. Potentially. Off of that single catapult wave. You're TPing Mirage down here now. I mean,
but Mirage is going to kick Tim's out of the way. Push away from the Enigma. The tower does still die. Nobody TP'd in. He's trying to go back in for the Echo Slam. Raven's not going to give it to him. He's going to be surrounded, kited, and pretty easily killed. Not even worth using the Echo Slam at this point. He's got 10 wand charges. Could stay alive for a little bit longer if he really wants to, and he does, but he will die all the same. Tim's is dominating at 8 minutes. Textbook plays. An experienced team like OG are not going to whiff on them.
Now you don't have a tombstone to defend this.
No, this is a nice pickup.
Okay, yeah.
Skem actually trying to get too aggressive with his team on the right side of the tower. He pushes in on the left side, gets
move over. But it's fine. I mean, you don't throw too many lives away here.
They've only had so much more time to keep this Earthshaker down before the Blink Dagger is up. One more kill, perhaps, before the Blink is here. Stampede trying to dodge. Mirage gets away from the Rolling Thunder. Nicely played.
Another good disengage. They're going to bring the Enigma again, though. Once more.
Siege Wagon's still alive. They actually keep the tower from hitting it by taking up some shots. Got the initiation on to respect. No tombstone up. Fisher comes across trying to slow this down, but an easy swashbuckle kill. Bramble goes out, does some damage, but Skem can keep everybody healthy, including himself. Lucky on the timing. How far away is he from the tier 2 area? Looks like they spotted the Undying, and they'll collect that kill instead.
That's Vessel charges. It's not the worst sequence there.
Blink in from the Earthshaker. Hit by Cass, though. In a bit of trouble. And the Maledictant, some damage on him. The Fisher separated him from the supports.
Because he can just sit up here until he has a Deso. So the map looks pretty straightforward to play right now. You just keep poking anybody who shows up around these runes. And they will do just that. That's going to be another pickup.
Misses there to stop the Rolling Thunder. Stampede goes off. Sayush, nice dodge there. Doesn't get hit by the swashbuckle. Yopaj misses the kill. A grappling claw. Okay, I think he got him with the Echo Slash. Maybe that should be enough. Yeah, it'll run him down.
They got the Drow. That's a bigger prize, though.
Oh, yeah, that's massive. Raven picks up that kill. Now Mirage. He pops the wand, but can't get the Blink out of here. 2 and 12. OG with a 6,000 net worth lead.
The man Smoke with the Shaker Blink. Just looking for any sort of breathing room, any
Raven
sort of
doesn't
kill.
really have to show, though. He's just putting Eidolons down the lane.
Could be a nice bait on this
Bait
Drow.
out Drow Ranger, yeah. Bushwhack's not going to land. Here comes Brambles, but the Drow Ranger's still going to die. What a bait. They just give up their carry. Sure, they got Raven for it, but it's not looking good for them at all unless they can stop Yopaj from chasing down Mirage. Okay, it's just a 1-1 split.
He's looking at him. He's like, you don't want none of this. I'm the doctor.
And they jump on him. So now that ward should definitely be ready.
It's done its job, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Natsumi hoping to get his first Deso charge here with the silence. Lots of damage done, and the Shadow Realm does not protect you against the tick damage. He still had another 350 damage that was stacked up on him there. Without Rolling Thunder. Didn't need to be used to kill the Undying. Will be popped to kill the Drow Ranger. HULIGANI.
It's just a feeding lane.
Yeah, they're just throwing heroes down lanes, and OG is there to collect.
Rough map state for them right now. It's only the Shaker that can create any sort of breathing room, find any sort of opening.
An early Blink Tag. I'm a bit surprised by that. Well, I guess it's not necessarily about the black hole.
This ward is...
Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. Natsumi lying in wait here.
He's dead.
And the Dark Will is still going to take out to the Maledict.
Really nice jump synergy. Just go in and insta-pop anybody.
And Natsumi right now, straight Echo Slam, chain stomp long enough for the Centaur. And they get him. All right, got the Aegis, now run.
Got a big reaction, too.
Is coming with some heat. 10 seconds till Stampede, sad for Corrupted. That means he will be caught here, though the Lotus Orb is going to bounce back. A nice cast, slow things down just a tad bit.
Well, that's Aegis gone. No, they're going for kills. They want to snowball the map.
Look at this setup, though. Raven stumbles right into a Tombstone Bedlam. He turns around and black holes them with all these Eidolons. They still have a chance to kill the Enigma, but it's going to cost them both their supports. And Raven's not dead yet. Oh, the Tombstone easy. They got the heals. He's fine. Oh, no.
They lost Mirage
Earthshaker, too. I mean,
it's crumbling.
Smoke play from them.
This one's a little difficult to land because all your vision's bottom lane. So you just have to run into darkness. You do get a haste rune on the Pango. That helps.
Makes them play with a little less fear. Oh, nice jump from Respect. Unfortunately, they also had jumps with the aforementioned Blink Dagger builds from
in this game. I'm really worried for Mirage. If Mirage gets hit by anything, he's just evaporated. He's sitting on 9 armor. What do you
Smoke run into the Enigma. They're going to blow the trigger, and again. Will it be enough this time around? Oh my god, he almost got off
That
another
was so
black hole.
close.
They're still have a chance to get an extra kill here. Tim stomped up. Can they get another double edge here? Bushwhack lands. Mirage dies to Natsumi. There's that Blink Dagger into play. And the Rolling Thunder Blink Dagger from Yopaj as well to keep Tim's alive.
Stampede gave him the extra damage there to bring that Enigma down. That Bushwhack almost bailed out the situation entirely. Okay.
Natsumi is... Well, I was going to say he's kind of alone, if possible, for the Centaur and Earthshaker to get there, but he just killed.
Straight back to the old hunting ground.
Yeah, they won't have the Stampede this time around. It's got to be all up to Snowy to activate a Hurricane Pike at the right time, but pulled back in by the Bushwhack. Beautifully done by Tims.
Too many Blink Daggers in this lineup to ever escape.
Yeah.
It's a fast spawn. I like people to just take it and go high ground pretty quickly. And this one, and you caught the Shaker mid on the TP out.
Put him in the tomb. How can you get out, though?
You gonna come out or what, bro?
The Rolling Thunder just lasts too damn long.
Level difference? 17 level difference?
Yeah.
What is that? 17 level.
They have a whole nother hero. And the hero's higher level than they are.
Oh.
What a kill this would be if they got it.
That's a big one. 1,000 gold on that streak. This game will shift considerably.
Corrupted, blinks away. And blinks the right direction too. Spotted, Lotus Orb reveals, or gets rid of the reveal rather. Still gonna be chased down by Natsumi though. This hero is just too damn mobile for you to be able to get away. He grappling claws and blinks.
He has not had a lot of help in this series.
And OG are just keeping the hits coming, man. Every single time, it's one or two heroes going for a kill. Natsumi is here. He made his way all the way across the map to join this play. So it's not even like they're lacking in numbers for these plays. Top and bottom, they're everywhere. Misery. See if they can take somebody else out from another region instead of C taking out C. Midnight Pulse revealing Corrupted, sitting there grappling claw on the Lotus Orb. That's pretty funny.
He tanks the gank.
He does. And, well, Sayush will also tank the gank. How many heroes need to tank the gank? The gem will be stolen away from them.
That's a very nice survival there.
Look at this, though. Hey, show 3 heroes over here, and boom, Natsumi is just as easily up to the top lane. Again, OG are playing incredibly quick.
He even found the Centaur.
Yeah, Corrupted, he was trying to take advantage of some space, but OG are making sure the side lanes are on lockdown. I feel like this is very impressive how well they've done this. Lotus Orb trying to remove the tick there, but there is too many options from OG.
And they're going down. I just don't know what you can do with this opening. Sent some arrows in his way.
Interesting damage test. Drown Ranger caught by the initiation, followed up by the cast. Got him inside the tombstone after a 4-staff there. Now he's going to pop out, make a run for it. Natsumi's trying to hunt him down, but they got the stomp on him. And now, on the second life, he may have to use the BKB here. Yeah, Fisher's going to come out, instant BKB, grappling claw on out of there. Not the worst, I guess, for Huligani, though they did use double buybacks for that. Inches away.
Space created.
Look at that. Once again, OG, as soon as they show on the other side of the map, you think surely this left-hand side, it's got to be safe, but it's not the case. They've got Raven on top of the Drow Ranger, ready to go with a black hole. You're not getting away this time.
Easy black hole for Raven. So you'll probably play for that option. Maybe look for some fissure blocks on the high ground. Tombstone save the black hole, something of this nature. Find a Tim pick off. He's got Aeon.
He's got Aeon Disc, as does Skem.
Didn't get the blink off. He's dead.
Yopaj thought about the Rolling Thunder. He's got to wait for his team to get a bit closer, but they can still make a go soon if Huligani stick around like this. Sitting on this low ground is a dangerous affair. Sayush is going to poke up, see what's here. He's going to immediately be met by Rolling Thunder.
Yeah, he's not going to like what's there.
And I believe that means Huligani, they're still sticking around. Hit the stomp. Skin, that's another Eontis. It's going to be procced. Might be able to get that kill, but the BKB, this is trouble. So trying to get away. Natsumi chasing after him. The Fisher block actually locked him in. The Drum Racer sees an opportunity. He gets buried in the black hole on 3 and a 4. That is Raven. A death blow to HULIGANI as they wipe out the entirety of the team.
He was just waiting on the side.
From HULIGANI.
A nice clutch game from OG. They absolutely showed up. Got themselves a very comfortable Enigma